let's go through some headlines really quick. What's going on around the league? First thing is that the Marlins are finally receiving some good news. They've started testing negative finally for COVID, and I think they're gonna begin their series in Baltimore tomorrow. Same thing for the Phillies. They have been approved to play the Yankees. They're playing tonight. We're recording this on Monday night, and that's gonna get started. Now the bad news: the St. Louis Cardinals. Um, they ended up postponing games this entire weekend because some players tested positive. Today, it turns out 13 people in the organization have tested positive, 7 players, 6 coaches, and they're postponing the series against the Tigers. They've also postponed the Field of Dreams games. They've also confirmed that some players did go to a casino. And here's where my take is. I've been shitting all over Rob Manfred and Tony Clark, and they deserve it. But now it's time to shit on the players themselves. Like, at some point, these players have to take it upon themselves and take some responsibility. And I think that what Manfred should do is, since it's confirmed now that they did go to a casino, instead of postponing these games, they should forfeit the games. You got an L. You took it upon yourself to go in a fucking casino, in an enclosed casino, during a worldwide pandemic, and now half of your team can't fucking play because of it. You're getting an L. And that's it. That's how it should be. I don't think they should be postponing and making this shit up later. Like, put your foot down so that some of these teams and some of these players start realizing, like, oh shit, like, because I fucking broke the rules, my team is suffering now. Like, I fucked up now. Like, make these players hold themselves accountable by punishing the shit out of them when they fuck up like this. Like, this pissed me off, man. Why the fuck are you going to a casino? Like, can't you fucking contain yourself for a 2-month period, for fuck's sake?
Yeah, you know what? I'm disappointed that people actually went to a casino of all things, but I don't agree that they should forfeit the game. And here's why, Manny.
Forfeit it.
I don't think it's fair to the players who are trying to social distance or
then they should fucking tell their teammates, fuck
yeah.
you. Like,
well, yeah, that's all. That's maybe they should just suspend the players who caused it with no pay, send them back to the minors. But I don't think that it's fair to forfeit games for people who this is more than just playing in the majors. This is maybe like maybe they're trying to get some experience in, maybe they're trying to play for a contract. So I don't think it's fair to forfeit games because some people went to a casino and then infected everybody else. Now the whole thing is messed up. I also don't want them to forfeit games for the fact that they forfeit the games and then what happens to the other team? Would the other team get the win?
Yeah.
But then I don't think it's fair that just because the Marlins happen to play the Cardinals this weekend, they get 3 wins under their belt because they happen to play the Cardinals this weekend. I think that would skew some numbers, and
or maybe forfeit the games and go by win percentage at the end of the season. Don't grant any wins or losses. Game is canceled.
Well, then there's still going to be a team that played 60 games to teams 44 games or something,
Yeah.
And I think there's a better solution, but I can't be super upset with Manfred at this point if it's the players that are going to casinos and
I'm upset at him because I feel like they like I said last week, they did the bare minimum to get the season started when they had months and months to plan the shit out, but instead they were arguing about money, and that goes on Tony Clark too. But there's gonna come a point where it's on the players. Like the same thing with the Marlins. Like they went clubbing or some shit. Like it's on you at the end of the day. Like you decided that you were gonna do this, and now look, the entire team suffers because of your stupid actions. You know what I mean? Same thing with the Cardinals. And I think that maybe these two cases are gonna. I think that after this, I'm hoping that things will start to calm down a little bit, because I think teams are seeing all the bad press that they're getting and all this shit. But I don't know. I feel like I just got so pissed when I saw that. I heard the rumor and I was like, no, there's no fucking way that these guys decided they were going to go to a casino or some shit. Now that it's confirmed, I'm like, how fucking dumb can you be? Like, it's not that hard, man. You have guys like the Chicago Cubs haven't had a single positive test. And I think it was John Lester made a comment about how all of those guys are holding themselves accountable, how they'll they make sure that they're not stepping out of line. You hear stories like the Yankees, and I think the Yankees, they had Aroldis Chapman and stuff. But when the game was rained, when the first game that there was with the Nats last week, that it started raining and all this stuff, and they not postponed it, but they postponed it, I guess. That Brett Gardner and Garrett Cole got everyone together, bought them steaks, and they started watching like the Dodgers game together. That's kind of what needs to start, happening with these guys. Is like they need to start holding each other accountable. And the reason why Cole and Gardner did that is to make sure, like, it's two things. It's one, like, you're keeping your guys around so they're not out fucking around. And two, I think that's good for team chemistry too. You know what I mean? Like, and it sounds like that's what's going on with the Cubs. All those guys are holding each other accountable. They're hanging out together, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the last outbreak that we see between teams. Don't be shocked if a team like the Cubs has an outbreak, because I think that it's possible
Yeah, of course.
in any form. They're not being contained into a bubble or anything. And I also think in the NBA, there's going to be a moment where there will be an outbreak. Like I don't think they can control it. Gotta.
Thanks, man.
I just gotta say, man, this isn't the end of it. I don't think forfeiting games is the answer. I think maybe suspension is the answer.
Yeah, but then how do you know who,
You could trace it
what if
back.
half your team ends up getting suspended because half your team went
No,
to,
not
then you
the
have to
people,
forfeit the game.
not the people that tested positives. The people that went to the casino.
Yeah.
The people that they can say with some evidence, it started here. This was the
Yeah.
guy who breached the agreement.
Fucking crazy. And by the way, all of that happened before Manfred implemented these new rules. And the new rules are, if you're traveling, you must stay in your hotel, and each team has like a compliance officer that reports to MLB every day.